Hello. I wanted to give you an update of where I am in my transition of growing my hair out from dark brown to silver white. And time has passed. I think I'm like 8 months into this now. As you know, I've been coloring the front of my hair as I'm trying to grow my hair out. And it's about time, because my right roots are showing, so it's about time to color the front again. And I wanted to show you, what things are looking like presently. When the roots like this are showing, if the wig comes back a little bit, it makes me kind of look bald because the white just kind of, the dark gets lost. But you think it's just a bald spot. And so it really doesn't look good. And so if I'm going to keep on wearing the wigs, then I have to color it. Now I've thought about, well, maybe I could just grow it out from here and then just have white streaks and blend it in with my wig. Not sure if I like that idea. Now I realize that what's happening is I am coloring the front of my hair so it's dark, and the back is white, and I'll show you that in a moment. And eventually I'm going to stop coloring the front of my hair, and because the back will be long enough that I'll be happy with it to go as is, and then I'm going to have all color on the front. But that's okay, because normally I wear my hair a little shorter around the front and longer in the back. So when I decide to stop coloring it completely, I can always chop off the front of it, and it won't take that long for the front to blend in with the rest of the hair. But I think it would be alright. If the back of my hair were white and I just have color around the front, I might style it a little bit differently. And I'm hoping that at some point that I will actually like my hair as I'm in this transition. Right now I don't. And I'll show you why in a moment. It is winter time, and actually having an extra head covering is not a problem. I kind of like having the wig. It keeps me warmer, keeps the cold air off me, so it's kind of like wearing a hat. The only thing I don't like about wearing a wig is that the combs make the top of my head very tender. Turn around, and right now I got my hair up in clips, but you can see I've got this white stripe on both sides, and so this doesn't work, having my hair like this. Around the house, to give my head a break, I will put my hair up like this because I don't like it hanging in my face. Normally I have shorter bangs, but because I've been blending this part in with the wig, I keep it a little longer than I normally would, so that way I can blend it in with the wig. So this front is much longer than I would never wear it this long. So I don't have a problem chopping this up when the time comes that I do need to chop it off. I did chop a little bit of it off because the ends were they were a little frizzy from the time that I did the of course I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I thought, well, I'll try to lighten my hair by myself. And I didn't mind putting the hydrogen peroxide on my hair when I went outside to work in the yard. That was fine. But when it got colder, I don't want to go outside with a wet head. So I stopped doing the hydrogen peroxide. And after watching a couple of YouTube videos, I saw that somebody had mixed, I believe it was baking soda and hydrogen peroxide, and then they worked it into the hair, and they put the hair in a plastic bag. Then you don't have to go outside. Well, I did that just once, and I'll tell you what, I had an extremely bad headache. So I would not recommend that. I don't think my body liked it. I don't think my head liked it. It did lighten my hair, and it did make my hair feel very coarse and very dry, and I didn't like that. So I wound up chopping off the very ends. So it is a little bit shorter. I just kind of chopped off the point that was down here, so it's a little bit shorter, but my length isn't, the white part isn't long enough for me to cut it off yet. I suppose when I get it to be long enough that I could do something with it, I might cut off the colors. But for now, I'll color just the front, letting this just kind of work its way out. See, there's a patch of gray right there. So it's not totally white. And then I think there's some gray down here in the back, but most of it is going to be white. Boy, look at that pink scalp. I'm not used to seeing such a pink scalp. Usually don't see it with all the dark hair, so that's going to be different. But, so anyways, I'll just keep growing it. Maybe I might, little by little, chop some of it off as the length grows out. You can see why I'm continuing to wear the wig, because this is not very attractive yet, and I've played with it, I've tried to do things with it, but I'm just not completely satisfied with the way it looks. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Don't know that I like that gray spot right there. That's a little bit different. But so I'm gonna just color the front of it again so that I can have a clean look. I keep wearing my wigs. At some point, and then just over time grow it back out, because I really prefer long hair, because I think it would be kind of cool to have long white hair. My aim is not that I want to look old. My aim is that I want to look natural. I don't want to be artificial looking. I've seen too many women who have wrinkles on their face. You know they're over 60, and yet they're still coloring their hair, and it's jet black or really dark brown. And somehow the hair, it doesn't work. I don't want to be like that. I want to look natural. And natural is going to be my white, my silver white. That will be natural. That will fit, and I'll just have to figure out how I'm going to style my hair. I just don't think I want to have short hair. But I might go with a shorter cut, temporary, as long as I can put curls in it and style it nice. So that's where I am in my transition. What I'm hoping is that after the winter is done, that and the weather warms up, I can use the hydrogen peroxide outside, just spray it on and lighten it up some more by myself. Because when I do color it, like this is really dark, almost black, and then as it gets closer to the white, it's sort of a brown, a light brown with a slightly reddish tint. And back here, it's closer to a blonde. So I've got white roots, and then a very light brown, and then sort of a medium brown, and really dark brown right here. So I have all these colors. I suppose when it's long enough that I can cut off some of this length that I can do something with, I might change my style. And I might go with a shorter look. And the grandbabies have been born, and I have 2 grandsons, and they're so cute, and I've been able to hold them. I will continue on this process. I am a grandma, and not that I'm striving to look old, because I still have a pretty youthful face. I take care of myself. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't chew, and I don't hang with those that do. No, just kidding. No, seriously, I don't sunbathe. I don't drink and smoke. And those are 3 things that will age you fast. So I actually have pretty good skin. I don't have very many wrinkles, maybe a little bit around my eyes, but actually my skin is still in pretty good shape. So it's just that I want to embrace my age of 53 right now, and I want to do it with grace and accept the fact that I am getting older, accept the fact that I am a grandma. I'm estimating it'll take about 3 years. I was going to hold all these videos for later, but I realized, no, it's going to take me a lot longer. So I can't keep the memory of the video on my computer because it's just taking up space. So I said, well, I'll just put it on YouTube. And I'll put out a video every 2 weeks until I run out of videos, and then there might be a gap while I'm continuing with the same process of growing it out. So at least you'll have an idea of what I'm doing, and it may be several months from now before I'm ready to cut my hair off or make a change and actually stop coloring the front. This is the last video that I've pre-produced until I make another huge change. I'm just going to continue on. I'm hoping in the spring, when the winter's over and the weather warms up, that I'll have enough white hair grown out that if I cut off the ends, I could start just going with my own hair and no more wigs and just grow the rest of it out. But we'll see. We'll see. So the next video won't be until that point. So it's going to be several months before I come back with another video. But I just want to get these out there because I cannot keep holding these videos and clogging up the memory, because video takes up a lot of memory space, and I'm constantly producing videos, and I've got so many other projects I need to do. I need to get these videos just out there. I'll try to share with you some pictures of my grandbabies so you can see how beautiful they are. So I should insert some pictures of my grandbabies. They're so cute. Oh, I'm so proud to be a grandma. I'm so proud to hold my grandbabies. It's just a blessed joy. And I actually got to be at my daughter's birth and watch my first grandson be born. That was such a special, blessed moment to watch that next generation, that grandchild come into the world, and the beauty between my daughter and her husband, and the way she clung to him and the way he supported her throughout the whole ordeal. It was just beautiful. Yes, I cried when that first baby, when he finally came out. She did it. It was a long, it was several hours, and it was rough. It was her first one. She had it in a birthing center. She had it completely natural. She did a great job, and just to see that child be born, it was such a moment. Oh, unforgettable, blessed moment. So, yay, I'm a grandma. I hope this series has been helpful, and as you're trying to figure out what you want to do, you know, people handle this differently. Some people just go and have highlights put in. Some people just color it. Some people chop it all off. I'm doing it my way, coloring the front and wearing a wig to hide the awkwardness. I'm hoping that at some point it won't look so bad that I'll be actually happy with it being in the transition, but I'm not there yet. So anyways, that's my update, and it may be several months before the next video comes out, so hope that's not disappointing to you who are trying to see what comes, but you have to look down the road for more videos in this series. So that's all.